Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into my final LEGO Marvel Studios Infinity Saga set review for 2021. Today we are looking at set number 76237, the Sanctuary 2 Endgame Battle, and this is actually going to be available beginning on October the 1st for $39.99 USD or $49.99 Canadian. I was actually able to pick this up early from Walmart thanks to my friend Sensei Stealth, who you can find linked down below. This is the final Infinity Saga set to launch. We do know that the theme is coming back, or the sub-theme rather, is coming back in some form in 2022, so you can check out a video about that, as well as you could check out my reviews of all the other Infinity Saga sets if you'd like. So anyways, we're here to talk about this set. There's a lot to talk about, a lot to go through here, but without further ado, let's go ahead and let's get started. So this is the Sanctuary 2, really the main and only build of the set. I wouldn't even call that gauntlet like a build. It's so tiny, it doesn't really add much to it. But this set, this is where the money's going, and the figures, of course, as well. So it's very important that you kind of get a good grasp and I guess scale of this set. So I'll put Thanos here just so you can kind of see the scale of it and how big it is. All right, it's large enough. I don't think that it's as large as I was thinking for the price, but honestly, just getting the ship really does excite me. I really do like this, and I've got a few ideas I'll talk about towards the end about this in the future of this sort of set. I think that it looks great. It definitely looks like the ship. Of course, it is a much smaller version of the ship. It can't be that huge one in space, but you definitely still get that sort of sense with, like, I want to call it Chitauri tech, you know, like you could see the gold plates and everything, even some of the gunmetal gray ones, and on the top as well you could see that we've got some more stickers here going across in the back. So I think that all looks really good. The stickers are great, some of the gold, how it's integrated in there on the top, as well as the dark gray underneath. I think that it looks really great. On the ends, these could flap, but I don't really think they're meant to. I think they're sort of meant to just stay that way. I like the little lights there, or I'm not sure if it's like the actual like hovering technology. I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure if these are guns there on the front as well. But I love this window. I think they really nailed that, and the point there in the front is really great. On top, we have 6 stud shooters. So we're going to go across here, and you don't have to worry if you lose the studs. You get a whole complete set of purple studs if you want to actually go ahead and replace them if you lost them also. Don't worry about that. But before we take a look at the inside, I do want to show you the rest of the ship and what you can do. I think you're meant to put the blade here. I'm not quite sure. So you could attach it there only at that handle, but you could see underneath there's also a spot there on each side, so you technically could put it there as well. Actually, no, on the bottom part here, it will not fit. So I'm not quite sure what those 2 little clips are there for if we're not attaching anything to it. I guess you could attach some of the other Power Blast pieces from Captain Marvel, but I'm not quite sure why you would do that. Or, you know what you maybe are meant to do is take this completely apart. So you could put the lightsaber piece here, or if it fits, there we go, fits that way. And then you could put here in the back the other 2 blade pieces from his butter sword. So that's the only thing that I could think of why there are 3 clips there, since it can be broken up into 3. But actually underneath here as well, there is this little secret compartment in there. Not quite sure what you would do with that, but you've actually got some masonry bricks there on the side to have some detail. So that's kind of interesting. You could see the bricks on the inside. But yeah, not quite sure what you would do. Maybe you could kidnap, I don't know, Captain Marvel or Tony. But what you could do, I guess, is you could grab the Infinity Gauntlet and store it on the inside there. So I'm assuming that's actually what it's meant to be, since it's 4 studs wide. But let's take a closer look here on the front and this main play feature. So what you could do is you could actually lift up the front visor, and on the inside you've got a spot to put Thanos, as well as you could see right there in the front there's also a little computer panel. And it's a good looking sticker, I think, on that 1x2 tile. And yeah, Thanos he's fitting in there. He's really cozy, and you could just close it right back on up. So you've also got this little gauntlet build, and you just saw it before as I threw it into the trunk of the Sanctuary. it doesn't really make sense, seeing as this is the original Infinity Gauntlet that they're fighting over, and not the Stark Nanotech one. But it's fine, I guess. At least it gives them something to do. But I just would have preferred the dark red one being in here from the other Endgame Final Battle set. And here is Captain Marvel, and I think this is the figure that most people are excited about to get in the set. She is exclusive here and was teased in the other Endgame Final Battle set from the summer, and I really love this figure. I think it is extremely detailed. I love that torso printing, that we did get new torso printing for her and an actual accurate Endgame version from the final battle here. The face here, the reuse, it's fine, I guess. It does work, I think, especially with that smirk there. I could just picture her saying, "Hello, Peter Parker." And the hairpiece works. Hair color on the other end, not too sure about the tan. Maybe medium nougat, or even just the light blonde, I think. I don't know. Dark tan, maybe? I just don't think that the light tan really works for her too well here. But spinning it around here on the back, you can see she does have some really detailed back printing here, of course, as well, which I think looks really, really great. And then taking off the hair here, you could see that she does have this fighting expression there. So yeah, I'm not sure if Leia's face works here for her, but I think it's pretty good. I like that she used Rachel's, just because it was Rachel's hairstyle back then in the 90s, but it's still cool here. I think this face works really well. And here is the Thanos minifigure. We did get the big figure from the other Endgame Battle set, but I guess with the shrinking of the Sanctuary 2, I guess he also shrunk. You know, the quantum tunnel and all that. He just didn't come back full-sized. But it is very detailed. It actually looks a lot like him, I think, minus the helmet. I don't really think that this classic Knight's helmet works for it too well, specifically here for the movie one. I think it works for the comic one that we got a while back. I do just want to show you, just in case. I know some people are going to say, well, we just got Thanos Gamora, it's just lame that they would have, the same printing. And I would agree. I think that they do have very similar feet printing, but besides that, the leg printing is different, the torso printing is different. Personally, we didn't need Gamora. After last night's episode, should have been Ultron. But honestly, just looking at, the comparisons, it would have just been so easy to make a custom figure from this. So, anyways, the rest of it's really cool. I love that face. I think the expression looks really great. The torso and leg printing. Feet printing is very detailed, and spinning it around here on the back, he doesn't need any back head printing, but he does have some really detailed back printing. And the butter knife build here, it's kind of interesting. I think it looks pretty cool. It's just oversized, which I think the CMF version with Gamora might be a little bit better, but we're not done with Thanos here. Now, just because I know I was going to get asked to do this, here is the big Thanos big figure from the other Endgame set, next to the minifigure version. And if you didn't know, this big figure can actually have his head removed, and then you could actually put a regular minifigure head on that body. So that is what that looks like there, with the minifigure head on Thanos. And if you wanted to, you could actually take the helmet as well and put that on top. But of course, that means that you could also put the giant Thanos head on the small little minifigure version of Thanos here. And here is Iron Man, and this is the Mark 85. And I really love this suit. I think it looks great. I think the torso printing is so detailed. I really love the bright red just used to sort of highlight the suit and give it a bit of shine on the dark red. The leg printing and feet printing are detailed, as always with Iron Man, and it's so good to have the classic helmets back here with the flip-up visor, and I love the blue eyes, but you could lift it on up to see his face there, spinning it around. No arm printing, which I guess is okay, and on the back torso, it is very detailed, and just to show you what this would look like here, he does have a heads-up display on his second expression, and that's what it would look like with the helmet flipped up. But Tony also does actually come with a hairpiece there, so that you could, of course, if you wanted to, you could actually go ahead and have him recreate the final scene there with Tony, where he says, "I am Iron Man." Also introduced this year in another Iron Man versus Thanos set were these big blast pieces there that just are really strong little stands for you to put your minifigures. So here you've got Iron Man, and he also has these power blast pieces, which everyone by now should know how they work. And then you've also got that bag of the superhero pieces, so you can kind of just make different like power blasts and stuff like that for Captain Marvel to fight against Thanos there. There you have it, everyone. That is my review of the LEGO Marvel Studios Infinity Saga Sanctuary 2 Endgame Final Battle. And I really think that this was just such a surprise. It came out of nowhere when we first saw it announced. I like that we did get a set towards the end of the year. Would I have liked it to be based off of something other than Endgame? 100%. But I think that this is a good model for other sets in the future, specifically looking at Guardians of the Galaxy. I would love to get a set just like this, literally exact same style, with Ronin's ship, and then with Ronin, Star-Lord, and maybe like Gamora or something like that. Just 3 figures again. Wouldn't mind it. I would pay the same price. I know it's a little expensive for what you're getting here, but I just like the concept of miniaturizing these big ships. I think it was really cool. It's going to look like a really good display piece, I think. Anyways, everyone, I would love to hear your thoughts about this set. What do you think of it? I've known about it for a while now, and it's finally out. And as always, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss out on future LEGO Marvel Superheroes news and reviews. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I hope you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.